Hi, Ladder and Bridal Crew, Emma again. Here's another little short session, just to get get yourself woken up today. Yeah, hopefully you're finding time in your day to pop these in. So let's get started. Just going to bring the hands to the heart. Bring yourself to a comfortable seated position, maybe on a cushion or on a block. And today we're going to be working the solar plexus. The solar plexus is space in between your heart and your belly. And your solar plexus is seen as your powerhouse. It's called the Manipura chakra. I know we've talked about this before, and it's a fire sign, so we're going to create a lot of heat. And its fuel is the air sign. The air sign is in your heart. And this is your drive. This is who you're going to be in life. This is what's taken you through. This is your commitment. This is your your sense of drawing forward. And you need to do it. You need to do it with compassion. So just take one hand to the heart, one hand on to your solar plexus. Just have a little moment about believing that the postures today are available to you. You know, we have to understand that in yoga, and also maybe in our lives, that the world is just your perception. And let's start with the body. You know, your perception of your body is just what you think. Other people don't see your body in that way. Let go of these muscles. Let go of what your hair looks like or your clothes you're wearing today. Let go of what you think, is unobtainable for you. Detach yourself and focus on the internal and find this freedom, this mukti, liberation. Let's take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to come all the way down onto the floor. We're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. Let the legs come up to the sky and push the tailbone down. And we can do this by drawing the pubic bone in, midpoint to the pubic bone, the belly, the midpoint to the chest, or the lower part of your chest plate, which finishes about here, and draw that whole down. Draw that whole body down there. And then from here, I want you to just think of keep holding the body here. Slowly take the arms to the sky and stretch up and over. Tuck it in the chin so that you're not lifting the nose and the head. And again, feel that pushing down. Feel the earth holding you here. Nice. We're going to reach the arms to the sky and draw up. Pull the belly in, and we're going to take some little pulses here. Nice. And what we're doing is just really drawing the belly in, and that's lifting the shoulders up. Keep the chin tucked, especially if you're finding that this is too strong in the shoulders. And if you have a slightly rounded back, you may benefit from putting a little blanket underneath your shoulders. Nice. From here, we're going to bring the arms all the way back, stretch all the way through, and then flex the feet. So draw your toes towards the shins. Bring the hands all the way down, exhale them down, and then draw your right leg to the earth. Let it hover. Flex, as you take the foot down, point the toe, and then as you get to the end, flex the foot. Let the heel hover just an inch off the floor, and then point the foot. Heel hover, point the foot, and then bring that leg all the way up. Draw down through the belly again in case we've forgotten, because we want to be working that internal body. Otherwise, when we kind of sort this muscle here, we're going to build muscle on top, and we want to take those muscles in so that we're not building muscle here, we're drawing that muscle down the other way. So we're very much working on those internal muscles. Again, you can always hold them to the sides of your mat with these, but try not to lift your shoulders up. Try and draw the shoulders down. That really helps. Try and release your jaw, so open your mouth, but even better, turn the sides of your lips up and smile. Draw your left leg down. Nice. Lower those belly muscles down. Flex the foot. Point the toe. Flex the foot, working with the breath. Point the toe. Flex the foot and point the toe, and then bring that leg all the way up. So you can continue with this for single legs if you wanted to, and then slowly we're going to lower both legs together. Squeeze the belly muscles in, smile, release the shoulders, let the heels come down and hover. And if you feel that the arch of your back is lifted more than 1.5 centimeters from the floor, you've gone too far. So just find your level. And then as we inhale, draw that up. Bring your hips in line with your heels. So if you're here, you're going to work so much better if you just almost find this letter L shape. That's really important. And you'll probably feel that little bite, that muscular bite in the belly when you get that perfect shape. So just drawing your feet 0.5 centimeter forward towards the front of your mat is really going to make a difference. Draw down the shoulders again. We're going to go for these a few more times. Inhale. And then exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Inhale to lower, squeeze the belly in. You can also take your palms to the sky if you're tempted to bring your shoulders in and bring them up. And if you're going more like this, then that's totally fine. If you're finding this too easy because you do hundreds of these in the gym, either put your shoes on or you could weight your ankles. Just by adding that extra weight is really, really different. Okay. Nice. From here, we're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. Just squeeze that in for a little minute. Exhale. And then inhale, bring the head back down. We're going to go again. This time we're going to bring the right knee down. We're going to lift the right hand, and we're going to take your left leg away. As we inhale, we're going to peel up and touch, and then take it down. And you can peel up and touch. And I think Emily has a module coming out where she does this with a weight. But this is just a nice, easy way of not adding weight. Remember, this is in your abdominals. Don't overstretch the neck. We're taking it up and slowly bringing it down. If you're doing it with weights, the slower, the better. Okay, switch that around. Left foot flat. Lift the right leg. Take both legs and the arm to hover, and then as we inhale, we peel up and we touch the ankle. Peel up and touch the ankle. Peel up and touch the ankle. Peel up and the ankle. 3 more. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Bring the knees in towards the chest, but this time keep the feet in line with the knees. And again, check your knees probably want to be here, over your waistband. This is where the body takes a path of least resistance. Push them away. Draw your tailbone under, drop through the feet. And then slowly, we're going to roll on up, coming up into boat. Squeeze the belly in. You can lift the legs straight if you want to. If you're feeling this too tricky and you're rounding through the back, hold the backs of the knees. Lift the legs if you want to. You can lift the arms if you're feeling crazy. Lift, bend the knees again, and then roll all the way back down. Take the arms all the way back. Draw the navel in. Bring the hands up, bend the knees down, rise on up, trying to use tiny weeny bit of momentum, and then your abs for everything else. Straighten the legs, inhale, exhale. Decide that's a bad idea and bend the knees to make it easier. And then we're going to again roll on the back, lift the legs, and draw the arms all the way back. Bend the knees again. Make sure your knees are over your hips and not the waistband. Bring the arms up, and as we do, lift on up into boat. Lift the legs. Bend the knees. Lift the legs. Bend the knees. Hold here. You can hold behind the knees if you want your back nice and straight. So not like this. Back nice and straight. Zip up the belly. Nice. We're going to take hold of the toes. We're going to lift the legs. What? Where did that come from? We're going to decide if we just want to stay here or not. We're going to lift the legs. We're going to have a conversation with our toes that we're going to let go now. We're going to let go, and we're going to lift and hold the right leg. And then we're going to lift and hold the left leg. We're going to take them wide, and then come all the way up, and then fold forward, head towards the earth. We're going to bring the feet in again, bring the knees in, come back up into boat, lift the heart and the chest, and then slowly lower all the way down again. Lift the arms up and over, exhale, rise on up into boat, and then extend the feet away. We're going to twist over to the right and draw the right knee over the left elbow over the right knee. Come back to center. Take your right elbow over the left knee, not the other way. Come back to center and twist and center, and twist, and center. Come all the way back. Reach the legs to the sky. We're going to bend the knees again. Tuck the tailbone under, and take the toes in line with the knees. Tuck in the chin. Take your right toe to the earth, but we're not changing that 90 degree in the knee. Draw your left one. Draw the belly in. Draw your right one. Tap the toe. Draw your left one. Tap the toe. Draw your right one. Tap the toe. And your left. Keep going. Those knees want to come towards the nose. Don't lift them. Have a wedge. Your naughty knees. Nice. Keep going. Right. Left. Right. And left. Right. Find that Ujjayi breath. Breathing in through the nose, maybe out through the nose. Lips just a little bit apart. Nice. And then slowly extend through the legs. Draw the hands onto the calves. See if you can lift up. Just see what's available to you. Draw the head up, peeling up with an inhale breath. Sorry, with an exhale breath. We can then take your weight into your hands, roll on the back, and maybe come into a forward fold. Doesn't matter if you're nowhere looking like this, just do what you can. It's not quite a plow because I've still got a nice arch in my back. With a plow, my buttocks would be somewhere closer and up here in line with my shoulders. And then from here, we're going to roll on up again into our boat. Just I'm going to hold it for 5 breaths. So maybe you're here, maybe you're here. I'm going to stay here, so we're all kind of similar. There's no need to push it too far. We're going to find the strength within. Remember this perception of reaching the poses. This perception of our goals on this program. 2 more breaths. Keep smiling, ladies. Lift those knees in, point the toes, and then cross the ankles. This doesn't get any easier, by the way. You can see that I get the shakes and the wobbles too. Roll over the hands and the knees, push back into downward facing dog. We track the shoulders. Come up onto the toes, exhale, and then step your left foot forward. Draw the right foot parallel with the heel, so the inset's parallel the heel, and we're going to rise on up into warrior 2. Now, in warrior 2, often we feel that this is more in the legs. So today I want you to feel it's really into the abs. So draw the belly in, and then thinking of squeezing a tailbone underneath that, like that idea of tucking. That's it. I'm totally overemphasizing there, but hopefully you can see that. So your bum is tucked under, and then we extend this again, and then we're going to straighten it up into Trikonasana. With this pose, what you feel is that you're extending the whole of the midline of the body. You can keep the hand here or onto the hip, and if you need a brick, you can maybe take a brick under the front foot and extend and open. Now feel as though you're being pulled that way from your crown of your head right into the spine. Remember, don't look out the front knee joint. You may need a nice slight rotation in the hip and lift that up. So as we rotate the right hip, we then can rotate the ribs the opposite way. So rotate the right hip forward, and the ribs can come towards the sky. You know, remember to love this amazing body that you have. You're going to rise on up into warrior 2 and just twist your root through the feet. Take that brick with you if you want to use a brick. And then again, just notice the imperfections in our body from side to side. We are not equal. We are not completely the mirror image of ourselves from the left to the right. You're going to straighten the front leg. You're going to reach, reach, reach. Zip up your belly button. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes, tucking them under. Either the left hand on the hip, and feel you can get that little twist. So I want you to imagine that when you're in your Utthita Trikonasana or triangle pose, that you're like a piece of bread in a toaster. And often I practice this in the studio by bringing you close to the wall so that your back of your shoulders and your bottom are on the wall, so that you really feel that you're really straight. So often we can be here. It's not about getting your hand down onto the floor. It's about finding this depth within your practice. And this depth is within the core. Nice. From here, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to heel toe the feet in. And we're going to just come into our goddess for a while, lifting up those heels. Again, tuck the tailbone under, pull up through the belly. Nice. And then bring the hands all the way to the center, to the front of your mat. We're going to lower down. I'm just going to remove the brick so I don't want to cause any accidents. And we're going to jump back into plank. Or step back into plank if you're not feeling that adventurous. Retract the shoulders. Keep the crown of the head in line with the whole of the spine. Squeeze the bum cheeks. Nice. I'm going to drop on. Actually, we're going to twist the hips very gently. Just get into that twist. And then push back. Draw the elbows down as we come into downward facing dog, but then let your elbows drop. If this isn't available for you, stay where you are. We're going to move into elbow plank. If this isn't available to you, come into full plank. And then from here, we're going to twist the right hip to the right, center, the hip to the left and center, hip to the right and center, hip to the left and center, hip to the right. Nice, keep going. Work with your breath. Don't forget to breathe. And to the left, to the right, to the left, and last one. Bring the knees down, cross over the ankles. Bring those legs forward in front of you. Fold them all the way down, head to knee Paschimottanasana. And then bring the hands down. Take yourself back, knees in towards the chest. We're going to extend both legs to the sky again. Draw those 5 points down of the navel. Take your right knee over your left knee as though you were sitting cross-legged. And then see if you can tuck the right foot under the ankle of the left one. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. I can do that on one side, but not the other. So we've got the right foot across. We're going to take the left elbow across the body and then bring the right one on top. And do the same thing with the arms. And maybe you have your backs of your hands together. Maybe you can hold the wrists. Peel up the head and the shoulders on your exhale breath. Draw the belly in and just hold it here. But if you're feeling this in the neck, just drop back a little. Squeeze the belly in. And then bring the knees towards the elbows to touch. Nice. So you can stay here. So the first option is to stay here and squeeze the belly down. There's no pulses. Or you can draw it in and just take little pulses here. Teeny, weeny little pulses. Or you can join me on this little journey. We're going to exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, feet come forward, arm come back. To exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Release the arms and the legs. Just 5 of those. Extend through the arms. So we don't need to do hundreds of sets because they're really powerful. Really strong. Release the arms and the legs. Take a full body stretch. Bring the knees in again. Bring the hands to the sides. Draw your legs up to the sky. Flex the feet. Heels and hip bones, middle of your hip aligned. This time I'm going to take the left leg over your right leg. Maybe you bind it around the ankle. Maybe it doesn't want to do that. And then we take the right arm across. Bring the left arm into the elbow well. And take hold of the wrists. Again, draw the 5 points of the navel down. Reset the breath. Draw the elbows and the chest up with an exhale breath. Stay here, or maybe some little pulses. Good. Keep smiling, it's nearly finished. Nice, and if you want to join me on this journey, why the heck not, hey? Let's inhale, squeeze it together, and take it away. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale it away. Exhale, squeeze them in. Exhale it away. Bring them in, take them up, squeeze them in, take them out, and release. Oh, I take a full body stretch on the floor. Nice. We're going to draw the feet wide, maybe bringing the soles of the feet together. So we draw the knees wide, draw the soles of the feet together. Let the hands just come down onto the belly. Take a deep, loving breath into this fantastic body that you get to live in. Start to love this body that you have. And we don't have to be perfect, we just have to show up for our beautiful lives. As messy and as chaotic as they are, they're yours. And feel free just to stay here for a moment until you find it's a time that you can come back. First of all, your breath to normal rhythmic breathing. And I'm just going to leave you here to stay or to get up and continue with the rest of your day. I'm going to bring my hands together in front of my heart and wish you all namaste.